Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm France Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And today I'm going to show you a fun card, a pull, swing, twist, whatever you want to call it. Look, oops, I think I'm off focus here. So let's try this, put my hand between my tripod there. Voila, is that fun? So it is made with the Festive Fleuries and the Festive Fleuries framelit. So I'm going to show you how to do this. But first let me tell you who inspired me with this card. It was Dina Whitney, and it was a swap that I got at a convention in a special swap. And this was her card too. So is that cool? So I'm going to show you how to do this from beginning to finish. I started earlier and my battery went dead, so I should learn to check the battery. So okay, I told you we need the Festive Fleury stamp set. The only one that we're not using in this big set, it is the big one. We're going to be using all the other three. So the small one, you're going to stamp it. I did in Pool Party and cut it with your framelit. And then we're going to, whoops, don't fall down. And then the medium, well, the next size, it's stamped with Inland Indigo. And then this one here, I should say number 3, it's stamped with the Encore Silver. That's the new ink pad that we get, and embossed with silver powder. So after you get that all stamped and cut out, we're going to need the circle framelits, and I'm using number 8. And what I mean by number 8, I always start counting from the left to the right, just like reading. So I'm using number 8. This, whoops, it's this size right here. So let's count that to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to need 2 of this. So I'm still going to show you how I cut it, so then you're going to see the process. And then you're going to need the shaker, shaker frame, I guess it's called, on page 175. And you get more than what I'm showing you. I already used the big one, but what we're going to need in that is just the center of it, the 3 in the center. So start there, 1, 2, 3. You're going to use the 3 smallest one. This is what we're going to use. Okay, let's move you at the big shot, so then I can show you how to cut this. And then too, I did a snowflake quick that I can show you. So what you want to do is take window sheet, take your magnetic platform or the other platform, whichever you get, put a clear plate, put your window sheet on it, and when you put your window sheet, then put this on top. It's hard to see because the window sheet are clear. Then another clear plate and row. Listen to the cracking. That is normal. It's because the window sheet, it's plastic and it crackles when it comes through, and voila. So now you're going to need 2 of them. 1 would work, but I think 2 it's better. And then for your snowflake, it's the same thing. You're going to punch it. And then I don't even know where I done my framelits. Here they are. I just get the big one. Here they are. So now you're going to stamp and then take your framelit and just match it. So yes, you want to stamp first and then you can match your framelit on top perfectly. It would be very tough if you cut it with this first and then stamp it. It would be way tougher. So this way you got it perfect. Voila, this is it. So now I've done all the other cutter. I'm moving you back at the working section. Here we go. So the best thing to work with this, I'm using my foam here with the paper poker. And we're going to take our window sheet, the 2 window sheet, take this and I pretty much eyeball it in the center there. Voila. I'm looking for another paper. Here we go. Here it is. So now that I get this here, let's finish our poking. We're going to take the one with the silver. That's the biggest one we did. We're going to poke a hole right in the center. Now, this here, this is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 in Inland Indigo. I took the plate to emboss it here. Not the plate, but the, what it's called, that diamond thing. I'm lost of words. I'm always lost of words, so it's nothing new. It is called, I know why I cannot say the name, Argyle embossing folder that I did on this one. And we want to poke a hole right in the center. And I plan to do a lot of these cards. I'm going to show you a trick. So I told you it was 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. If you take a piece of scrap paper, you fold it in two and back in two. You know this is your center. So just put that here, your square, and you know your point, it's right in the center. So this way you don't have to measure everything every time. So you get your guide. This trick or tip or whatever you call it work for anything that it's a perfectly square. So you take your size that you need. Let's say it's 2 by 2 or 4 by 4. You just fold it in two and then fold it back in two. Put it in your corner and you know exactly where your center is. Instead of measuring this way, that way, then you're guaranteed it's your center. So now we're done with the poking. One more thing. Remember I told you we needed those 3 piece of foam or shaker frame. Write this in the middle too. Do your poker right in the center. And I could have done that on my sheet so then I wouldn't lose my stickiness there. Here we go. Now let's start building our snowflake. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the miniature, the mini brads, the mini silver brad. And why I say the mini silver brad are better, it's because they're longer than the regular brad. So I would suggest the mini brad. Take your mini brad, put this here, then take your sticky thing here. Make sure this is in the center. And we're going to poke this where we did our hole. Make sure it's secure down there. Push it good there. Now we're going to take one of the window sheet. Oh, before that though, you know what we have to do? We have to remove the backing on this so it's sticky. You can see it's very sticky. And you know what? To make life easier, I didn't do that earlier, but I'm going to do it now. Take your, and we're going to use the baker's twine, the white one. So I'm going to take this with a glue dot. Just take one of the glue dot, put it at the end, and fold it there. And then take this here and just shove it a bit on the side there. Okay, so now, make sure that don't go on top. Now we can take our clear one, put it there, and push it good. Okay, now you're going to take, and you're going to ask me how many, it don't need that long. I just put plenty so then it won't come all the way loose. And just roll. So let's roll this quick. And you want to put it tight enough so it's not loose, so it's going to spin very good. I would say I do about 10 roll around. I didn't even count it. You don't, you can go shorter than what I'm doing. Like I said, I rather have longer than too short. Okay, now we're gonna cut this right here. Then we're gonna use 2 glue dots, and I'm using from the punch pack, I'm using the little flower. And then I just use my marker Inland Indigo, and I put pull on it. Not on the pull side, on the other side, take a glue dot, put it in the back, put this here, and then just to make sure it's glue good there, I'm going to use the other one and do the same thing. And I put pull on both sides just because I wanted to make sure that it's, if it twists around, they can see the pull. Okay, now we get this. Now what we're going to do with this part here, that's what I'm saying, just one would do good, but I like to glue one of my window sheet there so it make it more strong, more sturdy. So I'm going to take about 2-3 glue dots. 1, 2, 3. 3, it's plenty. And I'm going to match my holes. Voila. So now you can take this here and put that right here. Remember, the glue dot go on the cardstock. It cannot go over here. Go on the cardstock. So then you get 2 window sheets together, and that's been very good. Then open this. Voila. Might pull it sideways a bit there. Here we go. You know what? I can fix that later. So now we're going to build our card. I used the tiny snowflake in Snow Day and the greeting in Snow Day, Warm Wish. So I pre-stamped this. This is Inland Indigo that I cut at 4 1/4 on the long wick. Fold this in 2. Then we're going to use our snail. Put this here. And then I would put another piece of white inside and stamp snowflakes too. And this, in the back of this, we're going to use dimensional. And I know I brought dimensional here. Where are they at? I don't know. Let me reach for more. We're going to put 4 dimensional. You know what? And then we can put a 5th one just to make sure it's secure good. Let's, oh, my dimensional was right beside me. Am I blind? Let's remove this. Oh, I want this way though. Here we go. I'm gonna mount that right here. Okay, now we're gonna finish building. You're gonna take another dimensional, put that right here. And we're gonna take the second size, that's our Inland Indigo. The long point gonna go with the long point. I think that's the easiest way to match it. And then the small point gonna go in the opening of that snowflake. Now we're gonna take another dimensional. I'm looking for my pretty snowflake. Here they are. Okay, and we're gonna take our pool party, and then we're gonna mount that right in the center. Now those embellishment, the frosted finish embellishment, the snowflake, they are so pretty. I even put one in a silver chain to make it a little necklace, and it is so pretty. So I'm gonna take this, use a glue dot in the back, put this right here in the center. Voila! Now your spinner card is done. Let me move my hand here. And voila. Is that cool? And then when you want to twist it back up there, voila. This is it, my friend. I sure hope you learned something new today. And thank you, Dina, for giving me this swap so I can share with everybody out there. Hope you learned something. Till next time, happy stamping.